Do you guys want to know what the property values are like in Stockton? Are you curious about what's going on in the housing market? My name is David McKeever. This is Richard Hunley. We're going to cover the March 2022 housing market here for the city of Stockton. Let's get right into this right away. Richard, why don't you cover the first chart for us? What do we got?
Okay, David. I got some good news and some bad news. This red line going straight up is the good news. That's our pending. So sales are definitely taking off. Should raise our sales for the next month, as long as the pendings aren't falling out. But the news we look for a long time has been, unfortunately, our inventory of listings. It's down even a little bit more. If we look at last year, it didn't start picking up for a couple more months, so we hope that we can follow that trend of last year. But to get into even more specs, David, don't you have some more exact numbers for us?
Yeah, that pending red line on the chart, that's the line that should jump out to everybody. And it's a 24% increase of pendings from January into February.
Yeah.
I think there's two main reasons for that. The buyers are in the market. They're looking, they're looking fast. The winter months are behind us. And not only that, is they're trying to take advantage of the rates. You know, the interest rates, it's no surprise to anybody. Rates have started to climb up a little bit. They hit right around 4% for the first time since 2019. They've fallen back a little bit here lately. But I think we have buyers trying to jump in and capture the rates while they're somewhat lower while they can.
And prices are still going up, which we'll show you in a little while. So buyers, the smarter buyers maybe are out now and not waiting.
Now we are hoping for more inventory as we move into the spring months. Yes. That's generally the trend. We start to see more homes come on the market. It didn't happen until May of last year, so hopefully we're not waiting that long. But we do have some positive news on the home value front. Let's check out the average sold price here in Stockton. All right, the chart behind us here is the average sold price here in Stockton. It's that bottom red line on the screen. That had a considerable jump last month to $463,000. That's the average sold price. The month prior was $428,000. But I always like to look back 1 year. A year ago, the average sold price in February 2021 was at $391,000. That's about an 18% climb from 1 year ago. Pretty good numbers for the city of Stockton and return on investment.
You know, Dave, I was just looking back for the whole year. That number is, well, it's 18 months, right? Or a little over. The highest number ever.
Yeah.
We're kicking.
Yeah, last month that huge increase in pendings caused us to be back in a multiple offer situation.
Yeah.
It's caused that average sold price to really jump through the top there. So good news on that if you're a homeowner already. So let's take a look next at how fast homes are selling here right in Stockton.
Yeah, and in this chart, like David said, the days on the market. We're now at 29, it was 28 before. You know, we were just talking about that. Sometimes it looks like it's more days on the market, but you said there's more multiple offers. Multiple offers take longer to go over, and that might have bumped the days up a few more. And two in my neighborhood both sold within 18 days, and I know they both had lots of offers. So that could be affecting that slightly, where the days really could be lower if they just had a couple of offers and just took one.
Yeah.
But 29 is still really low and a very, very fast market.
Yeah. All right, another data point on the chart here I want to talk about is the green line going across the top. This is the list to sales price ratio. And if you remember back on that, on the average sold price metric, we were talking about how there's multiple offers are back. And what's that done is it caused the list to sales price ratio to go up above 100% again. So we're at 101%. That means if the average home is on the market for $400,000, or it's actually $500,000, it's selling for 101% of that. So that's a good indication of future prices, and also it's an indication of how many offers we're getting on homes right here in Stockton.
Yeah, so with the multiple offers, are you seeing 20 and 30,000 over full price?
Yeah, we're starting to see that again, not only on the lower end homes, but you're starting to see it on what I would call semi-luxury, you know, the 600,000 to 700,000 price range. Those are selling just as fast as the entry-level homes. It's really all across the board. In fact, the most expensive sold home last month sold in 3 days. And that was the house here in Stockton. You know, it's incredible.
Wow. So I think the news for everyone out there is the sellers are maybe still in charge.
Yeah. So with the lack of inventory, the lack of homes on the market, and the spike of pendings, let's look at the inventory levels on our last chart for the day. All right, here we have the months of inventory chart based on the pending sales. If you remember the spike in pending sales, it's really affecting the chart this month. As Richard just said to me, it's pretty funny. The months of inventory chart should be called the days of inventory chart because that has fallen to 0.6 of a month, 0.6. So
how many days is that?
Geez. 17, 18 days maybe?
Yeah, 17, 18 days on the market. Are you kidding?
So basically that means if no other homes were placed on the market, how fast would the existing number of homes sell for? And so we figured about 17, 18 days.
Wow.
It's not quite the low though, because if you look back a year ago, we had a super low inventory, even lower than we have now. And that fell to half a month, so about 14 days. Damn. So we haven't quite hit that level, but darn near close. In a normal market where it doesn't favor the buyers or the sellers, what is that typically?
I don't know, more like 4 or 5 months.
Yep. We're pretty far off being back to what we'd call a normal market. If our homes on the market were 160, we'd probably need about 400 homes on the market, so 3 to 4 times what we're seeing now to reach those levels. So pretty far off from that. Still really good seller's market as a total. Obviously, the lack of homes here really favor the sellers.
Yes.
And we'll just have to see what it's like moving forward.
Hopefully, according to that other chart that showed in May, things picking up, we'll get some inventory in the next few months.
Yeah, we shall see. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to this month's March 2022 housing market update. Richard and I do a market update each and every month, so we will be back again in next month. If you want to see that and more of our videos, hit that subscribe button right down below on YouTube, and you'll see all of our videos coming out on a weekly basis. So thanks again for watching. See you next month.